Good morning, everybody. This is Pam from Central California, and today it's a overcast, cool day. I'm excited about that. Might get in the 80s, but we can deal with that. Hopefully, Indian summer's over. So I'm going to do the flip through for Rachel's journal so I can get it out to her because I'm all done. And so let's go. So this time I'm going to put it inside this bag. Now, I had sent one of these bags to either to her or someone in her family. I can't remember. I thought it was her sister or her mother. I don't know. But Rachel, if I already sent this to you, then please just do whatever you want with it. Give it to somebody else. Give it to someone. You can give it to your sister or your mother. I don't know. I know I sent it to one of you guys, but I don't know who. I thought this is from the 60s, but I'm not sure. It's a show that was in Sydney, March 25th to April 5th, and there must be a year on here somewhere. I don't know, but I thought it was cute, so I'm going to send that in there. It's big enough. And here we are. So, you guys, you've seen most of this, but I just canter stitched a little piece of cloth, and I happen to have these beads. Now, for those of you who are old enough to remember, they used to put these. I know on me, they put one on me when I was a little kid, and had our last name, a little bracelet when you're born. So this says Roxy. So yeah, I thought that was cute. I happened to have some of those and just enough to do that. So I was happy about that. The button, I think I talked about that before. It's a button I made and it had some of her antique paper I did with it. So it's on there. And it's very full. Rachel, please feel free to take whatever out that you want. So I'm going to bring you down so I can actually see and come up a little more if I could. I don't know. I'd have to, well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to see a whole lot like that. Let's see. Here's the bottom and there's the top. Not going to work, is it? Okay, it's a little better, I guess. Okay, so here we go in here. You saw this guy. And I put this in here. He's supposed to have it on a little clip. It must have came off. Must have had a hard time putting it back on. I went through this once before and there was a big noise, so I redid it. So that goes right there like that. It's a card. And I just liked this right here. Okay. Then in here, you remember I did this guy, a little bobbly thing on there, a pearl. And then this is this guy. I added this up here. This is paper. I added this here just so it would give it a little more strength. And then I added this little piece of embroidery down here. Over here, just for interest. And then here's our little tri-card, or our little round thing, round tag. And then this one, I don't know if this came from her at one point, but I really liked it because it looked like Florentine or Italian paper. Can't really tell, but this, it's kind of gilded, the gold on there. And then I thought the queen here looked perfect with the kind of journal that it was. Okay, I'm going to turn on some. Sorry for that. Try and get some of the... Okay, there we go. Okay, then over here I added this little cluster with an RR. And just some of the cute vintage stuff up there. And if you remember, I had this little tag. I liked this paper. So I just stuck it over here like this. And then this is 1929 there. Just a piece of some of that art paper she sent. I found those went very nicely with this. I had a lot, and I don't always make these big journals, so I put a lot of it back in here. I hope she doesn't mind. There's our little surprise with the little veil. Antique veil, probably from the 20s maybe. I just love that, how it's put on. And then our little surprise door. Okay. Then here we have this beautiful piece here. Music paper, I just thought it was pretty. You can do whatever you want with it, Rachel. You don't have to keep it in here. Take everything out, use the stuff, it doesn't matter. These little things I put here, this is my P, one of a kind, one of my little junk journal thing. Put the date and my name, just some little cute things. This guy was one of the last pieces I had of this, and so I just made a little taggy thing. And this is also a little piece left from the art papers, so it's just on there, it's tied on. What this is, it's a I don't know what it's called, but it's and just a minute, I'll get one. Okay, this is what it is, and it's elastic. So I put a hole in this strip here, and then threaded it through so that then I could just put some cute little thingies on there, bauble thingies. So that's what that is under here. I also threw it in some coffee to coffee dye it a bit. It was hard to get it to coffee dye. I do several times. I don't know what they've done to it to make it so resistant, but it is. But anyway, it's just a different idea. Okay, I'm going to turn it a little sideways so we can see it all in the frame. Okay, over here I put a little bit of fabric down here. And then over here, just one of those original calling cards. And then I forgot where I got this. It has a cute poem right here. But I liked it because it's big and it's just kind of stark, and I liked how it stuck out. So it was just out of an art book or something. And we added up that's the other part of the rest of that stuff. Now over here, I made this little guy, super cute. And then this is the big thing that has a surprise right there, under here, like that. I put a little collage here with some original end paper, dyed in paper. That goes to the other side. A little teeny birdie right here. And then just a little bit of the trim right there that was from her package that she sent. Over here, here's my cute little guy here. A little floral in here, and then just that. And the other side looks just sort of, I can't really pull it up now, but just, okay. This is an old what do you call this? Card. Looks like a playing card, but I don't know what it was for. Alphabet cards, I guess. Of course, you remember my little paper clip I made. I put this in here because I love the color difference. I don't know the date on this, but I think it's pretty old. Anyway, now it's stuck up under here. And then I put this guy's another piece from a book with some Florentine paper there and just some of her fabric here and a really pretty piece of lace. Okay. Down here I have another little one I made. And then one of these cute little cards. Flower Studios, Oriental Poppies. Short-lived unless cut in bud stage. Their intensely vivid hues and contrasting blue-black center make an delightful splash of color. Yes, they do. Then I have just a little, down here, just a little piece of lace where I didn't put anything in here. She can do that, or it's very full already. So do whatever you want. Rachel, take this stuff out, use it, put your own stuff in, doesn't matter. So this opens up like that. It's one of my favorite digitals of hers. Very colorful and beautiful. Okay, so this guy, over here I just pinned like a tatting lacy thing. Now this is a while ago, a year or two ago, maybe more, she sent me a pouch that she had gotten from somewhere, and And so I finally took it apart. She said I could take it apart and use it however I wanted to. And I took off the metal trim. I thought she'd like a piece of that to play with. There's something else in here I added, but it's at the end. And so that's right here. This is another cute little tag I made just to put it on here. This is an old, super old, oh, it's a Merry Christmas little thingy. Isn't that beautiful with a little fringe on there? And then I had this, and it's called the Laughing Kingfisher. Now, my question is I'm going to have to look this up. See if, I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting. Is the kookaburra a kingfisher? I know he's a pretty big bird. Our kingfishers are kind of small, so I don't know. I don't know if that's a different one, but I haven't heard of any other bird called a laughing bird. That's like kookaburra, isn't it? Because it's Australia. So it says a laughing kingfisher. So I'm going to have to search that out. That'd be cool if it was, but that's in there, just like that. And down here, this was also an antique piece. And then this is, it's a letter opener that's a knife, but it's made out of somehow sealing wax decorated on the corner. I kind of would like to find some of these in real life. These are the ones I keep saying that's so funny that they're sealing wax. Okay, over here, I added this guy up here. I didn't do anything else here I wanted to. I did add some of this fabric here to try and reinforce it because I was going to add some more stitches in. Rachel, if you think it needs that, or if you just take out the extra stuff, maybe it wouldn't, be so bulky, then go do whatever you want to. But I just added this little guy here. Oh, I kind of wanted to, I forgot to do this part. Let's do this here. Kind of wanted to, oh, that's a big one. We'll just go. Just kind of wanted to go, kind of. Just like that. And of course he's coming up right there, so where's the glue? Oh, here. Okay. All right, this rose is a secondary piece and one that's coming up, so I thought it just kind of added to the picture. I still was not happy with this, but I left it anyway because it's different, and I don't know why. I don't know. I like that I added the extra gilding on there and stuff. All right, this is what I was talking about, adding 2 more stitches here to hold it down better, but I just added that extra. If you feel like this should be, add another stitch or 2 on here, go ahead and do it, Rachel. It's your book. Then here we have our little fabric swatch page we did. Over here, this is something I made one of her recent journal challenges. So I added this piece on here. That way when you opened it, you could have somewhere to write, because I had redone it to where it didn't have this on here and there was really nothing to do with it. So I did that, and then I left this open so I could put a couple things. I put this in. You can also write on here because I like the color. And this is another card. It's a moth right there. Okay. Added this on here, some of the trim she sent. Okay, over here we have our 2 girls, this one like that and like this. So I did several like this because I did not want to cut them up. And then that one's. And this opens up this way, writing space. Then over here, just really like this guy. Just like that. I liked how the dark is. I like how it looks. I could have had more separation here, but I didn't do it, so that's how I did it. I love this fabric, a little bit of that there, just to kind of offset some of the colors. Up here, just put this guy here, and it's just a little writing spot. Hi, this is some fabric here. Whoa. Somebody's outside with a weed eater, sorry. This is a piece of fabric that I cut up here and just put it on here. Here's our up tuck here with that antique little fan. Beautiful thingy. And then over here, I sewed this, you recall, it has a RC, Roxy Creations. I love how it felt. And so that's that. A little bit of that purse is on there. And this is like that. You can obviously write on there. Okay, then we go over here is that copy of those book pages we can buy from her. And I think this might be one of the Wiseman here. And it's just goes right in here. I'll put that in a minute. You open this up and a little New Zealand parakeet is under there. Over here I have one of my cute little thingies I made. It's fabric on this one. And then an original letter. See the year on there. Can't read it, but it's really cute. It's right there. I like the colors together. Postcard. French, I think. That's here. I gave her the last piece of this. I really liked this stuff. Get confused which way it goes. Does it go like this? It looks like it goes this way, but then some of them are upside down anyway, like whatever, I don't know. Put it like that. This was a card, has a parakeet on it, which I thought was nice. And over here is a little cluster I made. A little piece of the trim, and then there's the other rose part. A little bit of a tab here out of just some fabric I Canter stitched. Just this cute guy there I made, and even most of this I did already on camera. I also added this in here, super old. I'm not sure of the date, but I think it's the end of the 1700s. Look at that. Can you see that? There's a hole in there. There's holes in there, I think, from maybe where they were writing with the ink. I love how it looks. Not all the things I get are from her, so I don't know if she sent this one or not. I do buy, there's a couple places I buy in France, so it could be from them. I don't know. I'm hoping I don't send her all her things back to her, the same thing. Okay, like that. And then these are what's in here, and this guy like this. And then this one is, this is what was on the inside of that pouch I took apart. They had some cardboard in there, or, you know, that was holding together, and they had some old picture on top of the cardboard. And so I took it off as gently as I could. And I thought it was really, and this is some of the silk or whatever it was is in there, so I just put it as a kind of a sort of ruffle on top, and I say on there that's what it is. But there's a train here, and thought maybe she might know where this is. Super cool. All right, so that's all there. So this is the journal. And I'll put that back together. Now I'm also sending her one of these cute little hearts that I made. It has her initial and my initial. And these are all real pearls, so I have the pearls on there. This is probably the early 20s millinery pansies. And this was some old silk that came off of an old placemat or something. I don't know what it was, some kind of... And I put one of the mid 1800, 1850s Civil War era perfume buttons. There's a fabric right here. It's so pretty. You can't really tell now, but it has them really nice. Oh, there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. There's color on here that's sort of nice looking. And then a little piece of bling. It's a button, a newer button, but well, when I say new, it's probably the 70s or something. Look how cute. Okay, and this is an old pin, probably from the 40s to 50s, and it's mother of pearl wings. Just thought it looked pretty on it. That's that. Then we said we were going to swap a bird, so I made this little envelope here I'm going to send to her. And the world's tiniest little pin right here, which I told myself not to put this on here so I could open it, but I did. This little thing goes around, oh, it goes like that. And so I've been sewing her birds as well. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen them. So I picked one out. It's really hard to know what she might like or what she would want to use or whatever, but so when this opens up, I have a little birdie in her. So it's a hummingbird, and we have those here. So I thought she might like that one. Kind of looks like the ruby-throated, which is more in the east, but that's how I did it. So that's what I'm sending her. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.